SUP team, and welcome back to another episode here of this brand new series of indoor SUP training. And today we're going to be focusing on our feet. Now yes, with stand-up paddleboarding, we typically focus a lot of our attention on our upper body when it comes to informant technique. But what many people don't realize is that your feet actually also play another major role in helping you become a better paddler on the water. This especially has to do with the amount of weight we have on our feet as we're paddling on the water. For example, if our weight is evenly distributed across both of our feet, we'll be paddling much straighter on the water. Or if we have too much weight on our right foot, we'll be going more to the left as we paddle. Or vice versa, if we have too much weight on our left foot, we'll be going more to the right as we paddle. So by learning how to have better control and understanding of how our weight in our feet affects our paddling and our stroke, today we're going to focus our attention on just that with today's indoor SUP training session. So with that being said, let's get things set up here and get today's session underway. Alright, for today's indoor SUP training session, we're using once again the indoor SUP shaft, and then we're using two weighted bands. For the top band, we're going to be using the red 30-pound weight, and then for the lower anchor point band, we're using just a light 10-pound weighted band, which is the yellow one right here. So for this setup, it allows us to still have force from the top band to push down on, and then as we push through that paddle stroke or pull ourselves to our paddle stroke here, the lower band also gives us some more force or some resistance as we pull ourselves to our shaft here with each paddle stroke. For today's sessions, we divided up into two parts. The first part is me for 10 minutes, and once again for today's session, we're going to be doing at a nice easy cadency of just 40 strokes per minute. So nothing too crazy, just slow, relaxed, and allow us to really focus on our feet today. So for the first half of today's workout, what we're going to be focusing on is just one movement. We'll get in our SUP stance right here. And then all we're going to do is simply push down with our top arm down onto our paddle shaft and keep the lower part of our body just stationary for right now. So with this one movement, we're simply going to focus on pushing down on our paddle shaft with that top arm and then really focus on where our weight is on our feet as we're paddling on each side of the bands here today. Then after 10 minutes of doing this, we'll then incorporate a full paddle stroke, and then once again building upon the muscle memory and really allowing us to focus on our feet today and how our weight is distributed across both our feet as we're paddling on both sides of our body. So with that being said, let's get the metronome started and today's workout underway. Alright, so as we begin today's session, let's just focus on pushing down through our top arm into our paddle shaft, keeping our lower body stationary as we focus on the weight on our feet today. So during today's session, really try to mentally focus on where your weight is distributed across your feet. Do you have more weight on one side of your body, so on one foot? Or is your weight evenly distributed across both your feet as you're doing your paddle strokes here at 40 strokes per minute? For example, right now as we're on the left-hand side of our body, do you have more weight on the left-hand foot right now, or left side foot? If so, try to even your weight out across both your feet. You can do this by shifting your hips a little bit more towards your right foot and getting that weight evenly across both your feet. And as we're doing this, we still maintain good paddling form. So just like me, you're probably a little bit stiffer right now as we're getting started. Then as the workout progresses, our body will start to open up more as we do these reps over and over again, opening up our shoulders. You're getting good force applied downward onto our paddle shaft here. I also encourage you guys to maybe film yourself as you do these sessions. Then afterwards you can review the film and just see how you're looking with your form. So even for myself, as I watch these videos and edit them for you guys, I know things in my form that I need to fix and improve upon. It allows me to tweak those things for the next session that I do of training. Alright, let's switch over to our left hand side now. Let's close our eyes for a moment here and really focus on our feet right now. Focus on getting that weight evenly across both your feet right now, so that you can imagine if you're on your paddle board, your board would be planing nice and level. Same thing, switch to the other side now. Even weight across both our feet. From the beginning of our stroke to the end of the stroke. Even weight across both our feet. Alright, as you do is make sure to stay present. Work on keeping your mind focused and not drifting off. This is your time right now to remove all distractions, be present with your body, and focus on how you're handling your body weight. So right now too, let's also focus on the weight in terms of the front and back of our feet. So the ball and heel of our foot. For this part right here, let's focus on trying to maintain even weight across the ball and foot of our foot. Not too much on the foot, weight on the ball of our feet, and not too much weight on the heel of our foot. So right now you should be even weight across each one of your feet, so left and right, as well as forward and backwards. Perfectly level across your feet. Alright, now let's focus on removing the weight. So the balls of our feet, so towards the front of your feet. And seeing how that feels. What are you doing right now to move that weight forward? A lot of times it may involve a little more hinging the hips, but also just adding a little bit more flex to your knees. So that brings your body weight more forward and onto your toes. So a lot of times we'll do this too in our more aggressive paddle strokes. Allows us to bring our body weight forward to the front of our feet, almost where you're falling forward on your paddle shaft as you're doing each paddle stroke. Alright, let's bring that weight back again. evenly across our feet, sideways and forward and backwards. We'll be pushing down our paddle shaft and being present with our bodies. By this point too, your shoulders should be a little more open and more free as we're moving our arms up and down through our stroke here. Increasing our shoulder mobility, not only good for paddling, but also just for our health in general. Also, if you're doing these workouts, I recommend being barefoot or just in your socks like I am here today. Allows you to really feel the ground below your feet and a better connection between your body and the floor. With some of these workouts too, people will say you should be using a balance ball below your feet, which you can do that also, but that's going to work on your balance, and that's not what we're focused on today. Today we're focused on our weight distribution across our feet. And to really understand that and really focus on that, we do this workout on a solid surface, which is the ground today. Allows us to really connect, removing all other outside factors that are distractions, such as balance, and being present, understanding how we're doing our paddle strokes on each side of our body can have effect on where we're putting our weight on our feet. Alright, last rep here. Actually, I think we're doing one extra rep, but that's okay. After this one, we're moving into a full paddle stroke. Alright, nice work. Alright, so imagine yourself on your paddleboard right now, kind of doing what you do to do a full paddle stroke. Setting up, edging forward, applying downward force on our paddle shaft, and going through our paddle strokes here with our indoor SUP setup. Once again, we're not going to lose focus of where our weight is on our feet. We're simply adding a few more movements now to our body to see how it's affecting where we're putting our weight at on our feet right now. Right now, let's focus on keeping even weight on our left foot and right foot as we're doing our paddle stroke right here. A lot of times for these indoor SUP sessions, I like to close my eyes and just be present with what I'm focusing on. So obviously, since I'm not paddling on the water, I don't have to look where I'm paddling or anything like that. I can just simply close them, focus on my breathing, be present with my body and what's happening. Some nice easy strokes here. What are you noticing with your feet right now? Do you still feel an even weight across your feet? Or are you noticing that you're really shifting your weight across your feet as you're switching sides, doing your paddle stroke? If you're noticing a lot of change, start doing small things to correct it. Start correcting by where your hips are placed and moving them to where allows you to have that even weight across your feet as you're doing your paddle stroke here. Alright, I'm going to be quiet for a bit now, let you guys focus and be present with your body today. Make the small adjustments you need to make to have good balance on your feet. All right, how's your body feeling? Enjoying today's session? I hope you are. Continue to focus on the movements of your body right now. The reason we do these reps over and over and over again allows us to create that muscle memory. So when we do step on an unstable surface again, such as our paddleboard, we have the muscle memory to help us naturally correct our body weight and get it where it's supposed to be as we're paddling on our paddleboard. So ultimately it's going to help you track straighter as you're paddling, or you need to turn, you know how to apply a weight to each one of your feet to help you turn, or you're dealing with choppy conditions and need to fight side chop. You have a better understanding of where to place your body to get the weight on your feet to help you in paddling conditions as well. So continue to stay present. You know today's workout is making you a better paddler. All right, 5 more minutes. 2 minutes left. It's finished out nice and strong and focused today. All right, nice work completing today's training session. And as always, I'd love to hear how it went for you in the comments down below. Or if you have other workouts you also want to see in the future, feel free to let me know what those are also. That's it for today though. I'll catch you guys in the next one.